Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Behind me, 2015 Subaru Forester. We're gonna be changing the rear brake pads and rotors. Let's get started. First thing you wanna do is jack the vehicle up, put it on jack stands, and we'll pull our tire off. First thing I like to do is take a flat screwdriver and put it right in this window, right in between the caliper and our rotor, and we'll pull towards us. Just keep pulling towards us, and what that'll do is suck in our caliper piston. That'll give us a good head start and also let us know our slide pins are still good. Just pull it towards us, nice and easy. Get another grip on it. There we go, just until it bottoms out. So that's it, slide pins are sliding. To take our caliper off, it's two 14mm bolts. Just crack those loose. Close them out. Just take this whole thing off and just set it right up here out of the way. Take our screwdriver, knock the pads out. And while the bracket's still on, I like taking our hardware off. So we'll just get underneath, pry up, find a good spot for it. There we go. Do that to the top. Also, while the bracket's on, I like doing our slide pin. So we'll just pull it out of its boot, just like that. Boot stays behind, slide pin comes out. We'll take off that old grease and we'll apply new caliper grease. Just a nice little coating of caliper grease. Can't be any kind of grease, it has to be caliper grease. I'll slide that in, give it a twist. Do that to the bottom, just pull it out. And this has a little rubber sleeve on it. Sometimes it's a little difficult getting it back in, but just work with it. Put some caliper grease on it. Slide it back in, give it a twist. That little rubber sleeve sometimes makes it a little challenge getting it back in. There we go. Just by maneuvering it in and out while it goes in is a big help. So that's it. Now we can take our bracket off, 14mm. We'll hold the bracket for the last one. All right. Let me reposition you for our rotor. Sometimes our rotor just falls right off, but if it doesn't, we'll want to hit it with a hammer. Make sure your parking brake is in the off position. We'll just tap it. That broke it loose, and I'll just hit it from the back side. There we go. That's it. On our old rotor, there's this rubber grommet. We want to push it out from the inside, just pop it out. Just like that. We'll install this on our new rotor. Next, we want to clean off our hub surface. I like using a drill with a cleaning brush. It could be a wire wheel or this is some kind of nylon. Doesn't matter, we'll just clean it off really good. I also like having a fan next to me to blow any dust away from me. There, that looks pretty good. We could do the same thing with our bracket. Where our hardware was, we could take that same cleaning wheel, clean out those channels the best we can. Our rotors have a coating on it for storage that we want to get off. Because brake clean is such a powerful solvent, I like doing this in a well-ventilated area. We'll just spray it down and then wipe it off. Get inside. And that's it. Let's install it. Before installing a rotor, you have the option to spray down your parking brake shoes as well. That's up to you. We'll put our rotor on. Before we forget, we'll put our little grommet on. It just pushes in like that. On our bracket, we'll install the hardware. There's not a top and a bottom, they're both the same. So we'll just put this on. Hey buddy. And we'll just push this in the channel. If you can't do it by hand, let me grab my screwdriver. You could just use your flat screwdriver. Just push it in till it bottoms out. There we go. There. Then we want to make sure this little lock is in all the way too. So just push that down. Make sure it's locked. Flip it over. Same thing to this side. Just push it in till it bottoms out. Okay, that's it. Reposition you. We'll install our bracket. Put those bolts in. If you're using power tools, we'll still always start our bolts by hand. Just get a few threads started. Get the other one in down below. Suck them down. And these are torqued to 49 foot-pounds. That's it. Now we can put our pads on. I like doing the outside first. That way we can see how it goes on for when we do the inside. So we'll just slide this in like that. And then we want to push this little tab right here with our pad. And then it should drop right in. We'll do that to the inside. If you have a wear indicator, we want that indicator on the inside. Now we can take our caliper. It doesn't quite fit over, but it's so close. So you want to take our caliper piston tool, push this piston in a little further so we can get it over. Let me hook my tool up. There's lots of different tools you can use. I'll just put this in like that, and then this just twists. And as we twist it, this piston just gets pushed in. So pretty simple. Not a whole lot to it. There we go, till it bottoms out. And we'll just slide this on and over. Put our bolts on. Snug them down. And these are torqued to 20 foot-pounds. If you're using a big torque wrench like mine, it won't be very much, and the click won't be very loud. So just listen for it. There's 1, 2, nice. All right, that is it. Now we'll go inside, we'll push on the brake pedal a few times, pump these brakes up, put our tire on, we'll hop over and do the same thing to the other side. All right, there you go. That's how you can place rear brake pads and rotors on your Forester. All in all, not too bad. The next thing we want to do is take it on a good break-in test drive. And how we do that is bring it up to about 30, 35 miles an hour, then come to a nice solid stop. Now we don't want to lock the brakes, we do want to feel a nice good grab, and then we'll do it again. Bring it back up, 35, 40 miles an hour, come to a nice solid stop. We'll do that about 4 or 5 times, and then your new brakes are ready to go. Thanks for watching. I'll have links in the description for all the parts and tools used. If you have any questions, comments, post down below. We'll see you on the next one.